Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, beautiful people across the whole world. Guess what? It's me. It's day 9. Uh-oh, we don't have any audio. We got it now. Oh! Guess what day it is? It's Friday. Friday. God dang. Okay, I gotta be real with you for a moment. Like, the most interesting thing just happened to me. Right? The most interesting thing just happened to me physiologically in my body, right? Which is, I had a bunch of stuff I had to do back to back to back to back this morning, right? I had some meetings, usual companies stuff, usual jazz. I'm trying to hit making sure I look at my code every day, at least a little bit before doing the show. So I did a little bit of stuff there. Exercised, and then I went to make lunch. Oh my God, I gotta go to the store. I gotta get lunch. I would say I ran over there, but I totally didn't. I was wearing flip-flops. I flip-flopped my way over to the store. Got my food, flip-flopped my way back. Made it, ate it, put the stream on, did a little stuff, organizing, just usually like changing the title and stuff like that. And then I finished my meal about a minute ago. Or I should say about a minute before I went live. And then I picked up my plate, went into the kitchen, put it with the dirty dishes, got myself my water, got myself my coffee, came back, sat down, and we went live. And the very instant, I was right here, sitting, seeing you fine folk in chat, seeing, all the match, the gathering is surrounding me. I feel so happy. Oh my God. Holy shit, I'm so happy to be streaming today. I'm so happy we're going to play Magic. I'm happy to see you. Ton of familiar names in the chat this fine morning. Cheers. God dang, I fucking love doing this, man. This is great. Wow. Oh, man. By the way, in case you didn't see on the schedule, next week is all Magic the Gathering. A full week of Magic the Gathering. Because I want to try to hit Mythic next week. I want to allocate some time to that. So I'm going to be doing that Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. There's no Mostly Walking on Thursday because me, Lee, and Sean are all going to Sean's wedding. So I'm just going to be doing Magic and then flying out on Friday. Wednesday is the RNA event. So that means that I am going to be provided by the kind courtesy of Wizards of the Coast a God account that has all cards unlocked. So I'm going to be doing that. So, I got a pretty clear schedule. Is my internet pooping? Yeah, okay, my internet has been having some stability issues, but it should be okay. It should be okay. I really, really hope it doesn't act up. It's been having a blip here and there. Wednesday it actually went down, full downness, but we'll see. That would make me very unhappy. Comcast has been having a whole bunch of area issues, so seems we dropped frames for a wee little bit of time. No big deal. So we're going to be doing some. Are we doing Rivals of Ixalan? What kind of drafts do we want to do? Let's see here. Traditional draft, Guilds of Ravnica, ranked draft, Rivals of Ixalan. Yeah, I think I may as well. Now, Rivals of Ixalan is something that I have not drafted. I have not done this. This is going to be fun to do. All right, I'm going to have to evaluate thing. Oh, yeah, Tetsamok, Primal Death. It seems like it would be acceptably good, especially with that Enter the Battlefield effect. So this card is nice. It's a 6/6 for 6, which is a big fatty. And if I recall, comparing it to the power levels I'm used to, 6/6 for 6 is fine. But the fact is, you can just put a whole bunch of prey counters on creatures and then play this and blow it up. Has double strike as long as you have the city's blessing. Mediocre to me. Oh yeah, we have viewer voting kicking in right now, so you can all feel free to vote. Pirate's Pillage. Sure love this one in Standard. Love this card in Standard. A lot of interesting things. What's Jungle Creeper do? Return Jungle Creeper from your graveyard to your hand. That actually seems pretty solid. A 3/3 for 3 with recursion. Beautiful. Moment of Triumph. Already know this card. Bombard. Deals 4 damage to target creature. That's a very nice removal spell. Oh, I gotta open the window. Oh my god, I'm doing so much. I forgot that it's hot in here. Window, be opened. Ugh. This is a very nice removal spell. Four damage. Very good. Oh my god, we got a dino buddy. Oh, look at this sun-collared raptor. He's so nice. It's so good. Recover, return target creature card from your great... Oh, interesting. That seems very nice. But not as an early pick, but it's just like a nice late game sort of value. Card target reveals their hand, chooses an online card from it, discards it. Nah. It's targeted Mind Rot. I'd rather have me some Mind Rot, Crashing Tide. Flash, as long as you control a Merfolk. Return target creature that's under hand, draw a card. Oh, that's kind of interesting. Merfolk synergy, Dinosaur synergy, I believe are some of the big themes in this. Such as this Jungleborn Pioneer. It's fine stat level. Aggressive Urge. Does this describe me? I mean, I'm just going to go with the Tetsamok Primal Death. It's nice removal. Multiple removal. Can multi-X for 1, which is super strong in the Drafteronis and the Pepperonis. Hornswoggle. Part of me wants to select this purely due to the name. Oh, that's right. This is counter a creature. Make a treasure. Mausoleum Harpy, Flying Ascend. So this guy will get big under circumstances in which we have the City's Blessing. I don't think we're going to be getting this... gosh, I really don't know how the City's Blessing would function in draft. That's interesting. I mean, I see a Luminous Bonds, which is nice, but I'm going to keep going through it. See Red, enchant creature, gets first strike at the beginning of your end step. Oh, yeah, this is the cycle that Curious Obsessions is part of. Curious Obsession is the blue card, get +1/+1 if you deal combat damage to a player, draw a card. If you didn't attack this turn, Saccharoni it. Seems okay. Destroy target artifact. First, let's say destroy target creature. I'm like, damn, Red. Fathom Fleet Border. Lose 2 life unless you control another pirate. Oh, yeah, seems fine. Pirates. Merfolk. What do I really like here? I mean, Luminous Bonds pretty much seems straightforward. Mausoleum Harpy is, it seems like a mediocre flyer. Seems fine. I don't think there's many huge dudes, so I mean, a 3/3 flyer is pretty relevant, but Luminous Bonds is the removal. Oh, by the way, as a quick question, Neroni, is are there any color archetypes that are significant in this? So the reason I ask is that obviously if you have 5 colors, there are 10 different 2-color pairings, right? 10 different 2-color pairings. And so often in draft there typically is a focus on a couple of those as opposed to all of them. And by focus, I mean I kind of want to pick towards that. Like, for instance, in Guilds of Ravnica, blue-white is not really a thing. Blue-black is a thing in Guilds of Ravnica, Dimir. So I'm seeing blue-green Merfolk, red-green Dinos, black-red Pirates. There's also black-white Knights. And I think there's one more. So the fact that I can, look at this Luminous Bonds, the fact that black-white is a color combination that is typically prevalent. I mean, black-white vampires, thank you. Given that it's typically prevalent, okay, cool. I'm happy to pick towards that color combo and be content with it. Yeah, you see there's another flyer in that. But we don't necessarily know that we're black. We don't necessarily know that we're... Oh, yeah. We don't necessarily know that we're white. I do like a Dusk Legion Zealot. Just generally. It's a big fan of it. Exultant Sky Marcher, a 2/3 flyer. It's probably fine. Probably fine. So already with Tetsamok, I'm leaning a little bit more towards going for some slower stuffs. Let me just look at these. World Shaper, whenever it attacks, you may put the top 3 cards of your library to your graveyard. When it dies, put all land cards from your graveyard onto the battlefield tapped. That's a cute little Corderoni. Squire's Devotion. Sea Legs. Let's see here. Yeah, we have some regular other Dirtlers. Has haste as long as you control another dinosaur. Yeah, that's actually pretty fine, but I think we're just going to go pick up the Dust Legion Zealot. What's this guy do? Raid. Whenever enters the battlefield, if you attacked with this turn, you may return target creature to its owner's hand. Okay, so it's a bounce raider. Cool. Picking up the Dust Legion Zealot. I'm definitely going to be taking my sweet time in this draft. This card seems very nice, right? A 2/1 that makes a 1/1. That seems very reliable. We have a negate. Doesn't seem as great in draft. And if there's some like absolute all-star cards that I'm whiffing on, please let me know. Like Knight of the Stampede does seem like it would be an enormous enabler for the red-white dinos, and we're getting past a lot of red-white dinos. So I'm like, ugh. Do I want to just abandon ship and go to red-white dinos? Well, what that would take for me to do, what it would take for me to convince this, or to convince myself to do that, would be the knowledge that there's a red-green dino deck, and I understand roughly what the key cards are in that. But since I don't know that, I'm just going to make my life simple. Choose the Martyr of Dusk. Each opponent loses 1 life for each creature you control. No. Sanguine Glorifier. When it enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on another target vampire you control. C'est fantastique. This is showing up in standard. Tetsamok's a dinosaur? Wow, look at that. Well, I guess with a name like that. Squire's Devotion. Gets +1/+1 when it enters the battlefield. Create a 1/1 creature token with lifelink. I think I prefer the Sanguine Glorifier. Preferred I do. I don't think either of these is fine. Holy shit, VWM with the 1,500 bits and gifting 5 subs to John Binho 9, a Ghost Hack, Eldritchard, T. Trinker, HS, Wallen Horningen. So generous, VWM. 1-year sub, mass sub gifter. What are these other things? Colossal Dreadmaw. Great card. Love this card. Big Fatty, of which there's not many. Gets +2/+2 until end of turn. A little buffer. This seems like a very strong card as well. Traveler's Amulet. Huh. Gleaming Barrier. Create a colorless treasure token artifact. Ah, this is a cute card. We're going to go with the Sanguine Glorifier, and it looks kind of like we're just the black-white vampires. Let's see. When Legion Conquistador enters the battlefield, you may search your library for any number of cards named Legion Conquistador. Reveal them, put them in your hand, then shuffle your library. Huh, that's kind of interesting. Sun Sentinel is a 2/2 with Vigilance, very dirtily. Destroy target attacking or blocking creature. Boom! There it is. Bam! Oh, yes! Fuck yeah! Wow! That's the one. I love Divine Verdict. What's Buccaneer's Bravado? Choose one, it gets +1/+1 and gains first strike. Or target pirate gets double strike. Ah. Yeah, Divine Verdict is great. This is hard removal for anything that's attacking, which winds up being most creatures most of the time. Some conditions on it, but, you know, it's fine. Resplendent Griffin. Flying Ascent. Whenever Resplendent Griffin attacks you, the city's blessing, put +1/+1 counter on it. Resplendent Griffin seems like a very solid little card. Vampire Revenant is a vampire, and it flies. My name is Sean. I like. Choose one, destroy target vampire. This card's really lovely. Oh my god. Oh my god, this art. Look at this art. Look at this art. Just the beauty. Okay, there's a couple things I really love. Like when I was in school, because I attended the USC Interactive Media and Games graduate program, which is part of the USC School of Cinematic Arts. So there were some film courses that we took as well as part of the curriculum. And there's this great class where one of the professors talked a lot about showing depth, like what are ways in which you can show depth in the frame. And one of the ones is desaturation, where, like, let's say you have a dress that's like vibrantly red and there's a foggy day. and the person wearing the dress stands very, very far away from you to where you can still see them, the red actually looks closer to gray. It starts getting more and more desaturated. And, I mean, the reason is, you know, all the various particles in the air with that are... I can't remember the exact technical term, but it's like the water vapors doing... What the fuck is the word? I know the word, but whatever. Something to do... I mean, it's just generally the air in between where you're looking at causes that to happen. So, diffusion, thank you, that's the word, it's diffusion. Yeah, and so, like, you can see the head of the dinosaur is, like, a little bit more desaturated in color compared to the forefront of the dinosaur. It's really, I just love this art, it's so good. Diffusion, 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 diffusion. We're just going to pick up Vampire Revenant and be mostly content with it. Boo. Alright, what are the ones that are in our colors? Return target creature to the hand. Enters the battlefield, you lose 2 life unless you control a pirate. What's this? This is such a beautiful piece of art. This is so amazing. Now, do I want the Dirtler Pirate? This is actually pretty nice. This is a 3/3 for 3. And it is in the 2-drop slot. Excuse me, the 3-drop slot. It's easy to cast. It's going to hit us for some life. I'm going to go ahead and pick up this guy. Recover feels slow to me. We're not the fastest, but I want to make sure I have some distribution here. Also, recovers feel like they'll be easy to pick up. And I don't actually know that we'll run it. There's a Pirate's Pillage, which again I adore as a card. I'm going to go ahead and snag this recover. Sun-Crested Pterodon. This is never going to have vigilance. There's our Hornswoggle. God dang, I love it. Combat trick. Perfect. Perfect pickup. Alright. Sea legs. It's so good. Knight of the Stampede. You want me to get the Dino Friend? You got it. You get the Dino Friend. Human Pirate or the Dinosaur? Always all in on the Dinosaur. Ooh, Gruesome Fate. Real bad. We're definitely going to get Tort Delini's crown. Gruesome Fate, not getting run. Holy shit. Profane Procession. Holy Glord. Wow. Okay. Let's take a moment to appreciate this card, okay? It's 3 mana to enter the battlefield. Typically, in Draft, players are focusing upon playing creatures and creature removal. That's the core of any deck. And you'll always have some fringe things, you know, like you might put in like a recover to get some recursion to get an extra dude out of the graveyard, you know. Or maybe you have some counter spells to your blue. You have something else around that. But again, it's creatures and creature removal, sort of like the core of what's going on. And look at this. I can remove multiple cards. I can exile up to 3 things and then use it to produce. I mean, Jesus, holy shit, that's so good. What else is good here? Soul of the Rapids, flying hexproof. Seems okay, depending upon the number of flyers in the format. Doesn't mean you can just block this. We will recall that the Night Veil Predator is a flying death touch hexproofer. So this is a little more expensive overall. But, you know, I try to think of this as a Night Veil Predator. I think it seems pretty good. The more I reflect upon it. It doesn't have death touch, which is significant. I haven't seen terribly many flyers, but who knows. Silvergill Adept. Oh, yeah, this is the Merfolk Drawer, which is great. Exile target creature with power 3 or less. Wow, that's great. That's very good. I mean, I'm obviously going to pick Profane Procession. I'm just kind of looking at the other cards. Shake the Foundations. Hey, you will recognize from this image, it's Zakama. The 3-headed dragon. The Cerberus lizard. Dinosaur Hunter, we've seen these before. Great, let's just pick up the just sickest bomb. Ooh. Wow. Whoa. Wow. Indifferent. Golden Demise, or Luminous Bonds, or Impale. Chat appears to be going more towards the Golden Demise in terms of selection. I think I will claim that Golden Demise is not so good. I need to think about this for a moment. I actually don't know the probability of us being able to get a good Golden Demise. Here's the problem I'm having with it. This dies to it, this dies to it, this doesn't. This doesn't, this dies to it. It's a lot of stuff of our own that kills it. But how fast am I as a deck? As we've been going through, there's a lot of X2s, X1s. I think I might want to take it for that reason. What's the frequency that we're going to have Ascend? I think reasonably frequently. This card is just nice as hell, though. It is just nice as hell. I think I'm going to pick this up, but let me explain to you precisely what would cause me to go one way or the other. If I knew in this format there were often decks that went wide with lots of small dudes, which chat's been saying me Simic Merfolk is. Let's go wide, be small. Pirates, not quite as small. We have some thick, swollen pirates. Golden Demise would, obviously, clear some of those pirates. So if there's a lot of decks like that, this is amazing against those. But if they're... So I would want that knowledge to make this a snap choice. If there were not as many swarmy small things, Impale. Boom. Impale, I know how to play with better. Let's compromise. Pick the dinosaurs as Smock and Dragoon. So good. I think I'm actually going to pick up the Impale. I think I want to pick up the Impale. I don't know. What do you guys think? Because I think I'm going to have, like, if I can focus on building a reasonably sturdy small end. Isn't Luminous Bonds better? I prefer Impale because obviously there are some ways to destroy enchantments, but more notably Luminous Bonds, they can still use activated abilities with Luminous Bonds. Yeah, Golden, like, I personally, I'm going to go with the Impale. Personally, I'm going to go with the Impale. I don't really know how to evaluate this card. This is a card that's either very good or very weak. This card is always going to be fine. This is how I'm evaluating it. Someone who's inexperienced with Rivals of Ixalan. So I'm just going to repeat. Golden Demise is either very good because there's so many people that constantly are doing go wide decks. The fact that I have an answer, boom. What is that based on? Understanding the way that all of the drafting works. Or excuse me, all of the Rivals of Ixalan draft archetypes work. That's when it would be good. If that's not the case, this blows up my own shit and it's kind of... Here's what we're going to do. We're going to pick Impale, and the way we're going to judge between these decisions is every time we have Impale, we're going to be able to say to ourselves, let's imagine if we had a Golden Demise. That's the way that we can become more consistent. Sadistic Sky Marcher. As an additional cost, cast a spell, reveal a vampire card from your hand or pay one. Flying Lifelink. Boy, that's great. Boy, that's great. That's great as hell, dude. Voracious Vampire. It's also very solid. We're going to go ahead and get the Sadistic Sky Marcher. Flying Lifelink, perfect, beautiful. We're already getting a lot of vampires. We want to be sure not to get too thick, though, because if we go ahead and flip this sideways, I got a pair of 2-drops. I really want to get those 2-drops. I think that we're just going to pick up the Legion Conquistador, more than likely. Let's go ahead and put this Profane Procession over here. Recover and Luminous Bonds. I'm just going to stack like this a little bit. This is our creature curve. Here's just a big old pile of spells. So I'm going to go ahead and pick the Legion Conquistador. Seems okay. Seems okay. Divine Verdict. Boom! Beautiful. Excellent. Perfect. Single target removal. Let's see what Pitiless Plunderer says. Whenever another creature you control dies, create a colorless treasure artifact token with that. Yeah, I'm just going to give the Divine Verdict. Blow things up. Fist pump. Interesting. This is an interesting little situation. Would we prefer a Fathom Fleet Border? It's a larger pirate. Dinosaur Hunter is a 2/2 for 2, which is fine. We also have another Legion Conquistador. Interesting. Dinosaur Hunter's pretty good in this format. Lots of big dinos to kill. Yeah, I mean, we're at pick 6, and I'm running a little low on the 2-drops. I do have a Legion Conquistador, which obviously gets better with more Legion Conquistadors. I think I will pick this up here. Vampire Revenant is... I actually think of this as a finisher. I think of this as something that if it gets out, I can just sort of, like, defend and just eventually win with it. Finisher is the wrong word. A win condition. Yeah, so I think I'm just gonna go with the Legion Conquistador here and really, really be keen on picking up more basic 2-drops. Okay, well, if at first you don't succeed, pick Legion Conquistadors. All right. Another Moment of Triumph. This is nice, but I want to be a little wary of running too many of these because I mean, if we look at this, we currently I didn't even drag this over. There we go. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spells already. We need more creatures. So if I pick a Moment of Triumph, I would be looking to cut this. I'd probably cut the Recover first, I think. Depends on how my deck looks. I definitely will never run 2 Recovers. I'm going to go ahead and put this in the sideboard right away. Yar. Dinosaur Hunter. Perfect. Perfect. Ha! Ha! You know, looking at this, our deck is actually a little bit more board buildy. We have some things that clear the way. Impales, Divine Verdicts, Luminous Bonds, Profane Procession. I actually think the Stubborn Sentry is a reasonable pick here. This is a solid defender as well. We also just have such strong card quality. Which one do you want, everyone? Sea Legs? Oh, you got it. You got it. We're not playing any of these. Alright. Brazen Freebooter. Sworn Glordian. Shake the Foundations. It has Zakama Primal Mama in it, so we're going to pick this one. Orazka Raptor. This is... Dark Souls, anyone? This is the opening of Dark Souls. The first time the guy came to life. No. Alright. Wow. That's a great card. Jimbo 12 says, I see that Eternal Skill Master Day and I open the 2 best cards in the set. Yeah, no. I'm a pro. I'm a pro. Looking at this, let's just look at some cards. Again, to sort of familiarize me with these. Oh, by the way, I have found these lemon ginger fizzy water things from Trader Joe's. So good. Because the ginger adds just like a little bit of a, it's almost like a spicy quality. So great. Wanted Scoundrels. When it dies, target opponent gets... This actually seems pretty good, huh? You know, I apologize. We generally will be having some internet instability. My internet is okay. It's functioning fine. It's not dropping completely, but we're getting little blips here and there. So... It's generally holding pretty well. Ordinarily, I'd be pretty content with something like this. It's a good defensive card. It's flying. Skymarch Bloodletter is just excellent. 2/2 flyer. Keeps me alive a little bit. What's this again? Return all non-land permanents target player controls to their owner's hand. Damn! Woo! It's like a Cylonic Rift. Holy guacamole. Savage Stomp. That's what I'm talking about. Spike-tailed Ceratops. Can block an additional creature to combat. Nice. Thrasheraptors. Thrasharaptor. Sure Strike. Ooh! Ooh, that alternate art. Yeah, let's just... I mean, Pious is... Pious Interdiction. What a great word. Great writers at Wizards, man. One with the Wind. Oh, Enchanted? Creature can't attack or block. Oh! This is a Luminous Bonds, isn't it? Do I still want the Skymarch Bloodletter? There is an argument to be made also to pick up the Rallying Roar, because we intend to go wide, do we not? Bonds with life gain. I think I just need the solid creatures, so I'm just going to get the solid creature, yeah? Just generally a wee bit low on creatures. Alright. Anyone been watching Savage? Anyone been watching Savage? He's doing the Omniscience Overflowing Insight deck. It's so good. Anointed Deacon at the beginning of combat. On your turn, you may have target vampire get big and fat. Yeah, that seems about right. Ottopeck Huntmaster. Love this card so much. What's Blightkeeper do? Bull. Yeah, we're going to Anointed Deacon it. Look at that art. God, this art's beautiful. That art. Demystify. Encampment Keeper. It's a 1/1 first striker. Huh. Ha! Oh, look at that. Deadeye Tormentor. If you attacked, target opponent discards a card. That's pretty good. Desperate Castaways can't attack unless you control an artifact. Interesting card. Skittering Heartstopper, 1/2. Ooh, that does seem kind of nice, huh? Hey, Electric Claire, happy 63 months. 2 to the 6. I actually quite like Deadeye Tormentor. Oh, are we sitting in the lap? Uh-oh. Here, let me move this. There you go. We got a lap caddy. Goodness. This is kind of a pickle, huh? Do we want the Deadeye Tormentor that can actually get us some interesting value? Or do we want to just shut stuff down with the detouch? I think I'm just going to pick this one because I understand how this thing will function. Whoa. Okay, that seems really good with our plan. Oh yeah, Kinjali's Collar. I built some standard decks with this card that are garbage. Not saying there's anything wrong with the card, just saying I have traumatic memories. Oh my god, Vicious Conquistador just fits right in there, man. Do I need to repeat myself? What's Dire Fleet Hoarder? Ah, this is a guy that turns into money. Vampire Zeal. Interesting. I think we just go with the Vicious Conquistador plan because our deck's actually beginning to make a lot more sense as sort of like an aggro-ish, tempo-ish deck. So yeah, let's get the Vicious Conquistador in here so it kind of smoothly arcs out. Wow, okay. The world wants me to one-drop. This is good for us, right? I think so. I mean, we can literally get another Skittering Heartstopper, which is okay. Alright. Now, before we proceed, I just need to get a little meow out of my baby girl, okay? Alright, we're giving her some scritches. We give her some scritches. We give her some scritches. Then we look at her and we go, Dispy! Oh, you're purring so loud. Dispy! Hi! Yeah. Oh. So you can see just the tip of her chin there. Did you hear her just go? I think Costly Plunder is the one. I think it really is, because if we look at this, we're starting to really build a super clear curve. We're a little low in the 2-drop spot. Draw 2 cards. You got it, man. None of these are my colors, so what's Sentinel Totem? Not going to run any of these, huh? Alright, what's the coolest one here? Are you the coolest one here? Alright, let's take a look at this cat. Let's take an investigation. Despy only found the lap about 3 months ago. And since she has discovered this new technology known as the lap, she just wants to be in my lap all the time now, and it's so nice. Look how happy this kitty is when we rub her little chin. Yeah. This is nice to do. Now, I'm just going to say something that I just believe to be important. Right? If you are in a... Hey, Despy, move out of the way. If you're in a relationship with someone, you know what's really nice to do? Like what I was just doing with my kitty, or if you have a girlfriend, or even like, you know, my male friends, right? Just take a little moment, you know, like a minute, to just be focusedly affectionate. It's really nice. Like my little cat, I just take all focus away from all things and just give the cat a little bit of scritchies. If you have a significant other, just take like a minute. A minute is not a lot of time in a day, but to get little head scritchies in a relationship, oh, it's really nice. It's really nice. VLM says, give your bros some tummy scratches. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, especially like, you know, I grew up in a very like all guys environment. Because, I mean, I went to an all-male high school. You know, it's all like, testosterone, you know, when I was at Harvey Mudd, it was like 80% male, you know, stuff like that. And, you know, when you're in a very testosterone-y environment, there's a lot of like, yeah, you're gonna be tough, yeah, it's really cool. But, dude, man, even dudes, I actually think that at the heart of every person is something a little squishy inside bit. You know, it's just like, oh, they just appreciate and care for, you know, love and tender affection and stuff, you know. Like, if one of my male friends is having a tough day, I've actually, like, held hands with one of my male friends. Just held his hand and patted his hand, told him it was going to be okay. It's nice. It's nice to do that sort of thing. Obviously, you must be respectful of someone's boundaries. When I was younger, I didn't quite understand this, because I love getting massages, so I'd be like, oh, I'm going to give someone a massage, and somebody would be like, don't do that. And I'd be like, but why? I'm doing something nice, aren't I? No, I was doing something annoying and uncomfortable. So, please, don't be like young Day 9. Learn to be respectful of boundaries, of course. But hey, I think it's good to just take some time and pet your kitty. Look at her. Tell her she's doing a good job. Significant other. Give little scritches. Little pats. All right, you guys want Sentinel Totem? It's going in the side. Ritual of Rejuvenation. Let's see your dual shot. What do you want? I guess Ritual of Rejuvenation. We're not running it. Rallying Roar. I think I'm main decking this puppy, aren't I? Blight Keeper. We're unlikely to run a Duress. Is this best of 3? I think it is, so I'm going to pick up the Duress for that reason. We're not going to run either of this. Maybe this for the sideboard. I should have been thinking a little bit harder about my sideboard plan. Duress, definitely. Direfleet Captain. Seems very good. Alright, let's get rid of some things right away. I'm going to drop this because I don't necessarily think it's 100% guaranteed. Just going to cut a lot of stuff. It seems very good. Seems very mediocre. Snubhorn seems excellent with our Curvaroni. Profane Procession is so disgustingly good, we're going to hang on to that one for sure. So this is best of one, this is best of one. Great. Great, 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 great. Dark Blazer says, I've always wanted to ask this. How's your day today? God, I am in high spirits today. Like a little kitty that I love. House is much cleaner today, and I love having that feeling when it's all cleaned. Nice, sweetheart. I bought a ton of these lemon ginger fizzy water things, which are just so tasty. Oh, God, so good. All right, let's look at this. So we are... Let me just put this in between. Yeah. So let's put some of our removally buddies over here. And I'm going to put this over here because it's super duper slow. Moment of Triumph, I'd probably play on like a turn 3 or something like that. Costly Plunder is another little spelly boy. Legion Conquistadors. Pirates. I could conceivably cut. So, I mean, we're obviously at 39 out of 40, so I don't need to cut cards. But I really like to ask myself the question, like, what am I only 100% on and overcut? So that way I can build back up. Because it's really easy to be in a position where you have 46 cards, and then you cut down to 43 cards, and then you're like, what do I get rid of? Easiest way for me is I just overcut and then rebuild, and it always feels way better. Always feels way better. All right, let's just look at the black-white cards. Okay, Moment of Triumphs actually feel like would be pretty nice. We have 15 creatures and 7 non-creatures, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That does feel pretty good. Skittering Heartstopper. You know, I think this is the one that I want to put in, right? I think. Our deck is pretty quick. There's another argument to be made of, no, get rid of the Skittering and put in an Anointed Deacon, so that way you can, like, slam this on turn 4 and push in for more damage. Because we sort of look at the story of what the deck's telling. We play some acceptably aggressive things. Maybe a Stubborn Sentry will be better in the mid-game. We have our Martyr of Dusk. These are not inspiring. None of these are particularly powerful. Actually, upon looking, I think that we're just going to be doing a lot of sort of chippy chip damage to our opponents. Would I prefer Rallying Roar? Would I prefer Rallying Roar? I kind of want 16 creatures, I think. I think I do want 16 creatures. Just to be able to get in there and bash. We might... Do we want Costly Plunder? Yeah, what if we just got rid of this one? Yeah. Yeah, that actually starts to feel right? Because what I'd rather do, instead of killing one of my dudes to draw 2 cards, why the hell would I do that? I just want to beat the shit out of the enemy. So things like Moment of Triumph or Rallying Roar are much more so what I'm looking for. This Profane Procession and Tetzamach I cannot cut because they're just too good. And we're at 39 still, yes? And then I can put in a Skittering Heartstopper. And then this makes much more sense to me, right? Let's ignore for a moment Profane Procession. Yeah. And Tetsamok. And just look at the story of this. Because, again, we're running these because the card quality is extremely high, not because it necessarily is the core of our game plan. And, yeah, I beat the shit out of things, and I buff with Moment of Triumph. Get some blockers out of the way. Get some blockers out of the way. Get some blockers out of the way. Summon a small army of Dirtlers. So it's good for me to have Dirtle power. Let's go ahead and put the Profane. Profane drafting ability. Alright. Best of one. It is a good day to draft. I didn't look at the mana. This is great. 9-8. We definitely want 9 swamps because we have more black 1-drops and 2-drops and equal and fewer higher cost white ones. And we have some double blacks. This is 9-8. It's perfect. Whoo! Kit Kat 97 says, I think your plan is just to stall until you can Tetsamok them to death. Yeah, that would work. That would work great. McJimbo says, I could even see going 10-7, more black mana makes Tetsamok even more stupid. I would say not as much, because Tetsamok can only do that once a turn. This is a completely acceptable hand. So basically we swamp and pray every single time, and this is activate only during your turn. Okay, cool. We have no double white, so I don't need to show white. Well, I can only do it once per turn because it says... oh, it doesn't say that. Oh, I thought you could only do it once per turn. Okay, I lied. I lied. I lied and I'm wrong and I'm sorry. Hello, I'm here to let some blood. Pew! No magic bot, says Shadella. Yeah. It's very easy with a magic bot to have it fill up with a ton of spam. Taji says, wow, of all people, I never expected Sean to lie to us. I lie all the time. I'm a big believer in it. But first you don't succeed, lie. Lie, lie, lie. Our opponent trades here. This is fine. The most vicious of conquistadors. Jimbo says it actually wouldn't be possible for Tetsamok to only be once per turn because you could theoretically activate any amount of times you wanted and your opponent wouldn't be able to prove you were activating the same card each time. Great. Great point. Nice. So I could trade away here, but I don't think our health is what's important to us. Blasting through blockers is what's important to us. Moment of Triumph is a very good card for this purpose. Boy. So I can... Yeah, I think I'm going to do like this. If there's a block on this guy, it's fine. Just let him die. Alright, so far so good. The plan is working. Wouldn't all conquistadors be vicious? That is a good point, VWEM. I would like to think that I would be a mild conquistador. Oh yeah, by the way, my limited rating is bronze, because I've been just hitting the standard bandwagon. That's one of the big reasons that we're doing drafting today, is to get that up. I gotta get it up, people. It's important to me. Hey, Celtoid, happy 3 months. Thanks for consistent stream of joy and positivity. Appreciate that. Doing my best, trying my best. Imperial Aerosaur. Ooh. Do I want to destroy this and just go for the damage? You bet your butts I do. There's 2 reasons I'm doing this. First of all, it clears the path. So I'm obviously going to be able to get in for a total of 6 damage. And also, Tetsamok will already be blowing up the Orazca Frillback. And then next turn we're going to Divine Verdict anything that's in the way. If we peel a mana, we can just straight blow up the Orazca Frillback. Totally fine. We're still in a very good position. Perfect. So our opponent would now need some sort of fog effect. Yeah, this guy's going to get Tetsamok no matter what. So that's great. Gotta use Tetsamok reveal on your turn. Yeah, we know. We know. The creature I was referring to already had a prey counter on it. Already did. Yeah, what are my quests? Red or white spells, creature spells? Perfect. Smoke and Dragoon says that Impale Play was a tick in the pro column for passing that Golden Demise. Ah, that's right. Yeah, no, I think that was actually very excellent for us to pass that Golden Demise. I think it's super important to do that. It also looked like our opponent had a bit of a rough draw. Man, I'm in such high spirits today until I see this hand. This is okay. God, this is right on the fence. I'm going to keep it because we do have a 2-drop. And in draft, it's very easy to edge towards slower. And only start playing things on turn 3. For instance, see Exhibit 1. And so with my starting hand, I can very likely have a Dinosaur Hunter that just keeps getting all huge. So we're going to be a little pro here. Do this play because it's very obvious we have a combat trick. Our opponent accepts the trade. And so do we. Now we can Sky March and Moment of Triumph on the next turn. What a just deliciously cute card. Love this one. Why on earth would you tap like this? What the hell is this auto tapper? Ah. Looks like we're having a little bit of internet slags. Wants to keep that mana up for a Moment of Triumph. Ugh. What is this? Okay. Just gonna go ahead and sorcery speed impale this. Again, this is another spot where impale's better than golden demise. I'm still gonna leave that mana open for our... So now we have enough for Divine Verdict and Moment of Triumph. Our deck is actually going correctly. Like, it's going the way that we were thus so hoping. God dang, do I like having a Moment of Triumph. I don't know what this is about. Could be that there's an enchantment coming. But if any of you are seeing some frames drop, internet is... eh. Okay. It's going to be a trade, but what are you going to do? Two for two. Yeah, that's really good. No, it's not great. Doesn't really matter to us, though. We're just gonna play out the Sanguine Glorifier. And now we have a Divine Verdict, should something else get in our way. Let's say a huge boy like a Colossal Dreadmaw comes down. Alright, Spirewinder. It's fine. Now if I Luminous Bonds this now, there's not enough mana to do that stuff. I think I'd rather do this, because this forces a bad block on the part of the Jungle Delver. Why the manual tap? Because the auto tap was leaving up 2 black, and I had nothing to do, so I may as well auto tap to leave up 1 black, 1 white, so it could imply more possibilities. See, I'm actually working with the auto tapper. I now find the auto tapper to be great. Took me a while to understand how to use it properly. I love trying to throw my pen into my pen jar. I think I do have to mulligan this, tragically. We have a turn 1 play, but if we don't draw white mana, we essentially can't do anything. I'm going to toss it back. Much better, even though we don't have an early game play. Of course we do. Don't need that. We would much more so prefer... ah, yes, a land. I don't want to keep the Snubborn Sentry and then just want to burst into tears. Perfect. Definitely going to play the Fathom Fleet Border first. Alright, appears that our opponent probably kept the hand that our opponent should not have kept. One that had land, but not the land that our opponent needed. Notice that we mulliganed when we had a lot of cool cards, but not the mana to cast them. That's less me trying to provide advice, and more me going, oh, thank God I didn't fall for my usual garbage. There could be something with Flash, but it's 3 power, so that gives me a lot more comfort. So we're definitely going to Legion Conquistador. And when it plays, we are permitted to take that action. Put this one into our hand. And tell ourselves that we're a very good day 9. You're such a good day 9. Okay, so we have some options here. I think that the best option is actually to play the Vicious Conquistador and the Legion Conquistador. I believe. I mean, we can always just blow up the Sun-Crested Pterodon. Yeah, I think I'd rather prefer... I prefer the go wide play, because I don't believe there's a lot of sweepers. So we have lots of options going forward. Perfect. Okay. Good. Super freaking good. What now, huh? Passing it. You gain 3 life and draw a card. Activate this only. Oh, okay. So this is kind of like the Arch of Orazca, but slower. Okay. Perfect. All right. Nice. All right, so far so good. What now? Okay. I'm gonna play Skymarch Bloodletter. Dealing damage, gaining life. Cool. Alright, so now if we draw a land, then that's all grand. Can't believe there's a man out there doing nothing but getting Sun-Crested Pterodon after Sun-Crested Pterodon. It's kind of cute. Kind of cute. Got, for whatever reason... Okay, this is... You know that feeling you get when it's like Sunday night and you have to go to school the next week? And you have that anxiety that you maybe forgot to do something. For some reason, I'm having that anxiety of maybe I forgot to do something today that I need to do. So weird. Okay. If I peel the land, Lagak 666 is in trouble. Lagak is in trouble. A lot of it. Hey, what are the counters that are in Ixalan? Divine Verdict. See ya. Would never want to be ya. Is there a Spell Pierce in this puppy? I should have done the Moment of Triumph first, because if that got Spell Pierced, I'd trade. Hornswoggle. Hornswoggle's only creatures, so that's good. Oh. Whew. Cancel, negate, spell pierce. Wow. Thanks, Big Jimbo. Thanks, Patrick. Kit Kat, Murbrun. Divine Verdict is there. Nice. Okay. Okay. Boop. I'm going to reveal this. Just show him who the boss is. So if I attack, we're going to get through for 2 damage. May as well wait, right? Does this have vigilance? It's fine. I can always double block like this. But I don't really see a reason to because our opponent has that good old guilty verdict. Hello. If that last card's a counter, that's pretty funny. Alright. Got him. Settle the wreckage in this set? Settle the wreckage. It is an Ixalan, huh? We play around it even in draft, huh? Oh, the city's blessing. Alright, well that's good. Maybe I'm being a little insane playing around Settle the Wreckage. But I still think it was fine. I gotta force my opponent to start using some extra things outside of the Divine Verdict. Because, I mean, the play is, I can swing with everything. I know that something will get Divine Verdicted. We know that the heal will let him get out of a death as well. Hey, Sacriel! Howdy! And happy 3-year. You know what? No. You know, I had a thought, and I don't know why I did. I feel irresponsible for having thought and had a plan. Did we... I guess... we have 7 1 and 2 drops. Uh-oh. Alright. I don't know nobody named Lucky. I'm gonna play out the white mana as to not reveal who and what I am. Todd G says, I wonder what it feels like to run so hot. Well, when you only put good cards in your deck. Put a +1/+1 counter on it. Okay. This Menacey guy is going to be a little annoying. Skymarch Bloodletters are certainly nice. I think Sadistic Skymarcher is the one that should be played, yes. We can also Fathom Fleet Border to block the Swaggering Corsair. You know, I think what we're going to do is we're actually going to play the Sadistic Sky Marcher. Because we can actually start punching through for some damage. This guy we can endlessly block with the Snubborn Sentry. But there's an important read that we're going to make, which is if the Daring Buccaneer swings this time, we already saw our opponent not swing against our Snubborn Sentry with the Daring Buccaneer. We already saw that. So we would be very suspicious of some sort of combat trickery. Obviously. 1-1 Menacer. Grand. 1-1 Menacer. Super grand. Lifelinker's going to be very... going to be positively positive here. Now we have a couple of options that we can do. I think I'm 99% just swinging with the Sadistic Sky Marcher. And I think I'm going to intend on playing the Fathom Fleet Border and winning a trade here. We're going to take 2 damage. We're immediately going to reheal it. The 1-1 Menacers are a little bit annoying, but we can lifelink our way through it. So now we have the ability to block Menacers. So it could just be, I'm not going to swing, or the opponent thinks, I'm not going to swing with any of my Menacers because the double block will just kill it. That's why we played our big fat body. This is probably coming in no matter what. Or the entire team is coming in. It's going to be some combination of this. So we'll take 1, 2, 3, 4 damage. We're going to block like this, and intend on Moment of Triumphing our Fathom Fleet Border. Our opponent is the first one to choose a combat trick. It's +1/+1 and double strike. We'll get +2/+2, so we will live through it. Or live through the first thing, and then we will trade. Yeah, yeah. Totally dominated. Perfect. Easy 7 wins. Oh, wait, I forgot to cancel and go get a drink. Ugh. This is right on the fence for me. I think we hang on to it. TV Comps is what are people doing this weekend? I have a really fun weekend planned. I'm trying to just plan more of my time activity-wise. Activity, entertainment, happiness-wise. So I'm doing some meeting with trainers on Saturday. I'm also meeting with someone just to talk about programming. Cool card, though. Wow. I'm probably going to go Sky March, Bloodletter, into Silent Glorifier. And then I have a dinner and drinks on Saturday night. And then I am yet again going to do some... Oh yeah, and then I'm going to spend the afternoon doing some programming stuff, which I'm very excited for. I think... Okay, so I'm either going to go Luminous Bonds, Impale, or Sky March, Bloodletter, and Sanguine Glorifier. And I think it's almost always better to start building boards. We're absolutely going to take some pain here, which is fine. Heard me and talk about programming. Yeah, I'm really interested. I'm really interested in data-oriented design, because I have essentially only learned object-oriented programming. That's my experience set. God, I have such high-quality cards in this damn deck, you know. But we are not on the beatdown plan. We have a handful of removal. We have the 2 largest creatures on the board. So we're just going to be in defense mode, and we're going to kind of see what Crash Kebab does. We're more than willing to accept a little bit of damage here. We're really willing to accept a little bit of damage here. This is going to give us a very strong impression of what our opponent is up to. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to do what looks like a relatively weird play. Our ground dirtler... Oh, is this Menace? I didn't realize these guys had Menace. Well, that is just a pickle, isn't it? So this implies that our opponent has a combat trick. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we'd go down, and if our opponent swung out with everything next turn, we'd be a little bit screwed. So I'm going to unfortunately have to do like this, right? This hurts, but I think that our opponent just got off to a faster start than us, and that's fine. I mean, this is very clearly going to be a combat trick, and there's not much we can do about that. Martyr of Dusk is a very nice one to have. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to be playing the Martyr of Dusk, like this. We're going to be playing Luminous Bonds on this, and we're just about starting to turn the corner with that particular draw, because now I actually can block all these Menacers. Whew. And I'll talk about data-oriented programming versus object-oriented programming in a second. My understanding of it, at least. Mausoleum Harpy. So we definitely block this puppy, huh? And then it's so great that this makes a lifelinker. I mean, that is ideal. Should have to destroy the Mausoleum Harpy now, because that is a sorcery speed spell. And this also helps conceal that we have a Divine Verdict. No attacks. Again, we're on the defense. This guy has lifelink as well. Holy shit. Oh my god. I really do not know what we do about that guy, man. Jesus. Whew. I mean, we have one choice and one choice alone. So this is exile target creature. Yeah, shit. Why no exile, my friend? So it's better for us to Tetzamok first, yes? Better for us to Tetzamok first, 100%. Blowing these two up is very, very good. Now we can begin to punch in for some damage. We'll at the very least go to 6. We're expecting this to get exiled. This is fine. The fact that we have Profane Procession and Divine Verdict gives us a little bit of flexibility. Making sure my mana is evenly distributed. What up? That's right. Exile target creature. Because I just kept looking, being like, it's not exile target permanent. It's not exile target permanent. Right. Guilty. This hurts some, but... this is okay. There's right now nothing for this Profane Procession to even exile, so it's okay. We're going to exile this token for free. For free, excuse me. We actually want to be second to flip. Oh, come on. Why are you leaving that two up? I don't know why our opponent is doing instant speed stuff on their own turns. It's a very nice pickup. I'm amazed we're actually going to win this. Or, excuse me, I am amazed that we even have a shot at winning this. You know what I mean? I am rather amazed. This is the card that is a little bit painful because Tomb of the Dusk Rose is a legendary land. Kind of funny. So we have the Divine Verdicts to deal with the creatures that are summoned. We also have the Profane Procession to deal with creatures that are summoned. Fully expect this to be an Exile-a-Dude. Alright, so it now gets transformed. It can produce... oh, any color mana. Okay. So we need to think of our Profane Procession basically as same as any of our other removal spells. Our deck is summon a bunch of little dirtlers and use removal like Divine Verdicts or like this to clear the way for them. So we currently have the lead in this. Our opponent can elect to tap and summon a thing. We'll immediately exile it. If two creatures get summoned, we Divine Verdict the one that is played from hand. We exile the one that is played from Tomb of the Dusk Rose. Lots of mana is very good here. So our opponent's probably going to play something that I'm going to immediately exile. Before blockers. Before blockers get declared. We're going to submit this, give this specific mana to this. I know I don't necessarily need full control here. I just want to make sure that I'm doing this right. So our opponent probably has some Legion Conquistadors. Doesn't. We bing bong in some damage. Grand. Okay. We're going to see how we are now at the point where we can Profane Procession and Tomb of the Dusk Rose. So we can do that in response to the Field of Ruin. We're just going to continue to swing in here. Legion Conquistador is looking really good. There's going to be a double block, or no block at all. There's one block. There's two block. Get rid of one. It's fine to now get rid of the other. And I mean, I guess Tetsamok Primal Death can be summoned and bring us to 2. But I think we're 100% fine with this. It'll bring us to 1, I guess. Not enough land here to do it all. If our opponent has a combat trick, then maybe I messed up. Aish, that's rough. Moment of Triumph, sorry, I meant Triumph of whatever the heck it's called. Moment of Craving? I don't know. So we pass right through this puppy, yeah? So here's our plan, right? All these are free exiles, by the way, because they're not cards. This says if you have 3 or more cards exiled. This is a token, so it just goes poof. So our opponent whiffed on summoning a creature with Tomb of the Dusk Rose. Whoopsie-doopsie. Unless I miscounted the mana. The mana. Oh, I guess because you have to, as an additional cost, reveal it. Nice. Okay, not enough mana to do Tomb of the Dusk Rose. Great. Okay. Who do you want to have it? Okay, I'm thinking. Hi, sweetheart. So obviously we're going to exile this, right? This is not even close. Wish I'd left the white mana up. That's fine. Okay, so now you can play your little guy. It's fine. 100% fine. Alright, Despy, I'm actually going to want to move you, darling, because I love you so much. But Dad really needs to think super hard. Okay, we're not doing that one. No. No. Nope. Let go. Get off. Let go. I love you a lot. Go away. Okay. Attacks, exiled, comment, return. Does this have summoning sickness? Can someone help me with this? Does this have summoning sickness? So it can't actually attack this turn? Okay, cannot attack this turn. That's very, very, very good news. Alright, so we do want to flip this. It'll get immediately blowed up, which is fine. Death speed. I can just do this now. Oh, wait, no, I have to do it in response. Oh, shit. Alright, our opponent sucks. Cool. We did it. Isn't that right? Oh, no, never mind. It doesn't go onto the stack. Once I pay the casting cost and tap, that immediately happens. Right? Our opponent appears to be choking. I don't know why this thing is not destroying my shit. So we need to leave one of these open. I'm not going to play the Dusk Legion Zealot because a Skymarch Bloodletter is really bad for us. Right? Trade, good. Double block, good. Kill this lifelinker. We don't want to blow this thing up because... Yeah, we do. Why do we not? Our opponent has no creatures, right? I think our opponent's going to try to go for a Sadistic Skymarcher play. Our opponent can't replay it because it's not their turn. I'm, like, really dumb. Don't play Dusk Legion Zealot, because Skymarch Bloodletter is really good. Yeah, because I think our opponent is believing that they are going to punch in for 2 in the skies. Oh man, this has been a tricky game. So in response, I'm going to do 1. We want to have the menace creature. has crew 4. So we're still okay, right? Sure. This doesn't have flying, which is why we left this guy back. So, I mean, he can crew. He can tap this. He can tap this. He can tap this. If he plays another thing that then can crew this, we're still okay. That's why we left the Legion Conquistador, and in case I screwed something up, the Voracious Vampire. I actually realized I didn't need to keep this up. Okay, do we want to let this come in, draw a card, then discard a card? But then we need to win the very next turn, right? Because our opponent has one more creature, he can chump block this. We have to just block it. We have to just block it. Because let's suppose that our opponent has a real basic 2-drop. That will block our Tetsamok Primal Death. And we will be unable to win the next turn. And we will lose to a swing back with the Sadistic Sky Marcher. Damn, I'm good. We will probably have to Dusk Legion Zealot here. Skittering's good. Oops, we messed up. We made a mistake. We should play the Dusk Legion Zealot. Last turn. Or before combat, because if we drew our combat trick, we would have won. Snubbering Sentry is a very good one. Alright. Can you Divine Verdict the ship? Yes, totally can. Alright. Our opponent cannot just raw draw a card, right? Ah, no. Can... Yeah, it does have enough for that, huh? This is still the one that we got him blowed up. At which point our opponent will likely return that from the hand, maybe? No, it's not enough mana. Whew, what a game this is! Call to the feast, my friend. Yeah, so that's the moment why we saved the Divine Verdict, when we could have theoretically done it previously. It's totally fine. I think I would have actually spent the extra mana to get back... Oops. This flying dude, but I think that's evidence that our opponent is in a worse position than we had believed. Alright. Fair enough. Okay. So if we attack with everything, our opponent can go block this, block this, block this, and block this. Take 2 damage, gain 2, live, and then I would die. So if I attack with everything but this, Is there a way for him to block with 1 and live? No. So, like, if we were to do this, for instance. I did my other calculation wrong, didn't I? Because this has menace. So if we were to attack with everything, then our opponent would block this and block this with just those 2. Let in 3 damage, heal for 2 damage, be at 1, and kill me on the swing back. So that's bad. So I can't attack with this one. So if I attack with this, then our opponent can block, let's say, just block just this 1. Blocks just this 1, takes 3, dies. So has to block 2. So cannot leave 2 back. I think that's right. Our opponent in this block cannot leave 2 unblocked. Cannot leave 2 things unblocked. Whew. Whereas if we swung with everything, our opponent could have blocked in a way that would have let them stay at 1 life and have 1 creature alive that would have been able to swing back and win. It's the nicest attack as I could muster. Tapping this much mana is bad for us. I think we've used most of our good cards too. We've used our Luminous Bonds, we've used Impale, we've used both Divine Verdicts. Yeah, I think basically just a combat trick is good for us here. Youchy, wouchy, fucking, oh my god, I did not see about that recursion. Oh my god, and the Blightkeeper kills. And that's GG. Holy shit, what a match. Oh, hot damn, that was a good game, man. Whoo! That's what it takes to beat this deck. That's what it takes. I am thirsty. Stay here. I'll be back in like 30 seconds. Hydration. Hydration. So Golden Demise, it has been better to have Impale in 100% of circumstances. In that last game, we used the... Yeah, it was even better in the last game. Even better in the last game, I think. Because there was a big old flyer I couldn't deal with. Big old flyer I couldn't deal with. That's good. This is a complete god draw. Alright, great. No! No! Did I queue up and constructed? What's happening? Oh, if a Curious Obsession plops down. Ugh. I think the maybe meta mistake that we made in the previous game is we should have been much more comfortable playing the Dusk Legion Zealot and just accepting. Because I didn't look at what the flip card would do. This is a very good run out. Yeah, because I think that we just say, yeah, we just lose to a Skymarch Bloodletter. Because if he crew flips his dude, he can just start redrawing and kind of getting infinite value long term. So we need to make sure that we have a way to do a spike of tempo right now. I think that's the risk that we should have evaluated. Take action. I just didn't read that crew card enough. I love this. It's literally seltzer water, flavored with lemon juice and ginger. It's so good. Nutrition facts. Nothing. I love fizzy water, man. Fizzy water gives me that pleasurable sensation without any of the gain of them calories. Is this... This is... Do we just begin exiling with Profane Profession? I think this is the play. I think what we do is we actually swing out. If our opponent attempts to block, we just straight up Divine Verdict. We can also wait a turn to Profane Procession and blow up whatever winds up being scary, and I think that's the play. We very much so look like we are... we honestly look like we have something up our sleeve, so... I like this because it's very efficient on my mana. I spend all my mana on Divine Verdict, and then the next turn I can spend all my mana Dusk Legion Profane. Flying can't be blocked. We'll eventually blow that guy up, so I'm just going to go ahead and nuke this puppy. Actually, maybe I should have nuked this, same damage. And I would rather have this cast, arguably, but... Oh, that's getting exiled. Hello, I'm here to chump. Hello, I'm here to win. Now, green does have enchantment removal a lot anyways. This card is the most insane limited card ever. I can't even believe that this card is allowed to be in the limited rotation. It's crazy. It's crazy. Counters on things, no problem. Obviously this. We can double block it. No big deal. This is... Okay. We're just preventing the damage. Oh my god, we could not have asked for a better card. So I'm literally just gonna play out actually, so this I'm actually just worried about it auto-tapping wrong, and that's literally the most irrelevant, trivial, stupid reasoning. We're doing it right away because there's instant speed responses our opponent can do, so we don't want to permit our opponent to do that with extra mana available. So we're gonna hit him with that bing bong no. And then just profanely proceed. That's a beating too, man. Hot damn. So we have 7 mana. We must exile the Mist-Cloaked Herald. We must. Now I can swing with both my... How do we apply maximum pressure? I'm doing like this. I want to have 2 blockers back because I obviously have the long-term advantage. Very, very obviously I have the long-term advantage. How do I lose? If our opponent maybe has some sort of fight effect to kill one of my dudes, and then punches through for damage to kill. That's how I lose. That's how I lose. And that is going to increasingly not be the case as my Profane Procession continues to pop off. So this has no ability to do anything here. So what we're going to do is probably swing with both of these, and then Sky March and Sadistic Sky Marcher. It's going to be Vampire Revenant and Sadistic Sky Marcher. We still have 2 blockers up. They both have lifelink. We're in the same sort of situation as before. This is a super fascinating deck that our opponent has. I'm going to rearrange this so the leftmost card is the revealed card. So that way I know which Legion Conquistador I'm playing, although I think I've already played a Legion Conquistador. Oh yeah, no, so these are both revealed in my hands regardless. Getting the Procession removed hurts a lot, right? Only if it has been unable to remove something. The fact that it is already 2-for-1 is disgusting. It could be exiled right now and it would be fine. So in this position, we now can begin swinging with absolutely everything because of the lifelink. Disregard. Remember how I said I was worried I would lose? Remove something, swing in for damage. So our opponent will have to do some kind of block here. If there's a combat trick... Yeah. So this leaves 5 available. So we can exile with Profane Procession. Yeah. Let's wait till end of turn. Bam! Climbing on up. 5-1 and having fun. No reason that will ever be done. Cord Brennevark says, do you prefer drafts over sealed? Yeah, I think I prefer drafts over sealed. I think so. Whoa! What up? Mana efficiency. Alright, this has been revealed, so we're dragging it over. Alright, so this is Black-Red Pirates, which I understand to be aggressive. Missing a 2-drop is very nice. Dinosaur Hunter. Will we wish to trade here or not? I think we will wish to trade. I think that a trade does seem good here. We want to slow this game down. We win by letting it go on long via Sadistic Sky Marcher. Lifelink evasion, which is good. So we're just happy to slow the game down in this way. There could be some sort of first strike thing. Bound to happen at some point. Yeah, great. And so we're just going to do the Sadistic Sky Marcher is going to reveal Sky March Bloodletter. By the same token, we're happy to have it be slower because we have lots of just blow your shit up spells. Impale, Profane Procession. The fact that we will soon enough be lifelinking is grand. Are you going to be joining the pre-release event on Arena next week? Yes, on Wednesday I will. I won't be able to do any official pre-releases at a local game store because I'm going to be at a wedding. So we can impale. I think I would rather just get the Skymarch Bloodletter out and mark that. Heal for 2 a turn, seems good. If there's a really big scary threat, we're impaling for sure. If nothing comes down, I'll be really shocked. Whoa. Our opponent's whiffing hard. Nothing at all? Well, let's attack first. It's either Profane Procession or Impale. I think that the correct play is Profane Procession. The reason being, if I draw another mana, I will mostly clear the board. If it's a really big, scary threat, I eat it, or I can impale it. There is... I don't really think there's a way for us to lose, unless there's just like a bunch of damage buffs and a double strike that happens. That's an interesting situation to be in. This Fanatical Firebrand's gonna ping that to blow up my shit. So I think I need to exile this guy. Yeah, so here's the play. This is a little bit of a weird play, but here what we do is we go to... We have to exile this, which will ping and kill that. So we block here to trade, reduce the damage. We'll only take 3. And then once we've declared the blockers... Then we exile this thing, which will use all this mana. Our opponent could ping and kill the Skymarch Bloodletter, which is totally fine. What kind of weird, bad play is that? Alright. The reason that we're going through this, trade a lot of stuff to exile some stuff and so on and so forth, is we were trying to avoid this getting pinged by the Needletooth Raptor. Because this is helping us stabilize quite a bit. Yeah, I mean, overall, that's probably a reasonable play, kind of, but, like, I mean, not against our position by any stretch of the imagination. The reason being, the very instant we get a land, we blow up all their stuff. We still have a Profane Procession. Like, our opponent didn't actually really do that good of a play, honestly. I think the much better play is you sack the Fanatical Firebrand to ping the dude so you can kill some stuff. But, I mean, that's like the worst case scenario for us. Outside of that, like, you know, whatever. It's just that we have such good cards and we're in such a ridiculously disgusting good position. Like, what can you do as the opponent? So, I mean, that's what's actually going on. Okay, now I see why our opponent kept that. We have an extremely clear play, which is to play the Sanguine Glorifier. Interesting play. Alright. If you want to get a whole bunch of them, take that action. Bam, boom, done. This is such a weird position to be in, where the quality of my cards is actually so good that I'm running out of mana to be able to do all the good shit. Rampaging Ferocidon. Wasn't this banned? Wasn't there a creature that was banned? Seems like the banned card. Look at this banned-ass card. You can see why it's banned, right? 3/3 for 3 with Menace. Life gain's a real common way to deal with aggro. I think I will exile it. Nice. Why is a banned card in draft? There's just more controls in the game. Oh my god, Monsieur Joel Larson. Joel Larson, 7 months. Hey man, how's it going? So good. We have ourselves the Profane deck, if you know what I mean. Oh, God. Your opponent goes first? Damn, if I could just Conquistador it up on turn 1. Alright, we see red mana. So it's probably Pirate, yeah? Okay, what is this? It gets +1/+0. Whenever an equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, you get a treasure. Okay. I'm just gonna play out all my stuff. I could either keep the black mana open to use it, or place the white mana down for the purposes of having Take Heart up. I don't think it really matters. Oh, we got a Profane Procession in the deck. Alright. Swaggering Corsair is a baby. Okay. Probably should have Skittering Heartstopper swung pre-combat. Each opponent must attack you or a planeswalker you control with at least one creature each combat if able. Beginning of your end step, create some treasure. Wow. Well, if it needs me to attack with something every turn, I mean, I will. Can sack in order to do something juicy, but Take that action. Yeah, I really think that we are having a successful time because we spent a really slow, deliberate time building this deck. And I think that the best choice that we made was actually getting in the second Moment of Triumph. Oh my god, Joel Larson says, hey, by the way, not trying to make shameless ads or anything, but if you want, most deep guide that you can ever... What is it? But if you want, like, the most deep guide that you can ever find on this format. Yeah, I want the most deep guide I can ever find on this format. I made one, divided into 4 articles from once I tested this format in the Pro Tour. Dude, that's dope. Also, a number of things have occurred here, and I was unaware of them. Could have also swung in for 5, but I'd rather just be an obnoxious build board, I think. Oh yeah, that's right. Yo, you're a dinosaur boy. You won a Pro Tour by dinosauring yourself. Didn't you say you won a Pro Tour with a bunch of dinosaurs? Isn't that right? I believe I'm quoting you. I might be lying. It could be that I'm lying. Huh? What? Ha ha. No, didn't you say that you went like super hardcore on a dino deck at some tournament? I don't know. I think I lied. I think I'm actually totally full of shit, man. Who knows? Alright. Whenever Telani's skin shifter attacks, we can copy another target. So this can't become a copy of nothing right now, yeah? I think I maybe never actually played a dino in a Pro Tour. I must be confusing you with someone else, you know? You Magic the Gathering players all look the same. Well, in that case, my bad. In that case, my bad. I'm a wrong boy. And sometimes you're a wrong boy. Decline. It is a good day to decline. Brutal, Sean. I wonder who that was. Who am I subscribing to? Someone who's wrong. Hey, 7 and 1. God dang. Yeah, I just... There was someone... Because I was speaking of my affection for dinosaurs. And someone was like, yeah, no, I'm an expert with dinosaurs, man. And I was like, oh, really? That's like super cool, because I like dinosaurs. And that was the entire duration of the conversation. I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to use the restroom. I'm probably just going to assume that I'm wrong. You know, I could probably look this up and correct myself, but what I prefer to do is just have the knowledge that I currently have and be totally comfortable being wrong AF. God, I actually have a lot of gold. I should probably burn some of this gold, shouldn't I?